G'day guys, welcome back to Arthur's Bootleg versus Originals, Season 2, Episode 2, or number 12. I told you I'm going to have some great boards to talk about this season, you know. And and by the way, if you haven't worked that out, these are all unscripted. It's like I come up with a script to talk about. I just come out whatever comes out of my mouth. This is what I talk about. I played back that last video that I made. I made an F up on the timekeeper. Here's that timekeeper again. It actually has a little lithium battery in there. Okay, it doesn't have a little stopwatch or a clock. It's actually a lithium battery. I've got to correct that. As I said, that day was bloody hot. It's like today. It's been a bloody... We've had a really hot summer this year, you know, and today's probably, who knows, another 30 or something, and mate, it is bloody warm. So moving along on me whinging about how hot it is, what have I got in front of you guys? Well, one of my friends, the guy who is good mates of mine for nearly 40 years, he's been digging up all these old boards out of his storage place, out of his workshop that he's been hoarding, like everyone else is a hoarder, you know, and he's come across some and he goes, you want to make some videos and talk about them? I said, yeah, no worries, man, because what I've got in front is, this is Blood Brothers, okay? And this one over here is a bootleg of Blood Brothers. Never seen it. Seriously, when I say I've never seen something, and that I actually do admit it, okay? But this bootleg version is called West Story. And when he rang me up about it, he goes, hey, have you heard of this game called West Story? I said, man, I've never heard of fucking West Story. He said, Blood Brothers make good money because the original, I'll get on to what I'm talking. Blood Brothers is a part 2 of Cabal, okay? Of TAD, the TAD company. It was a small company called TAD, T-A-B, T-A-D. Okay, it was. And I remember when Cabell came out, then Blood Brothers came out, and there was another game called Toki, which is this little monkey who's going down the screen there, and he's sort of like what am I going to say? It's a monkey going strolling down the sides. But this company made a handful of games, but as I said, these is little companies out of Japan that came out around that 90s making games, you know, and then either they must have got swollen up or they went into other companies, okay? But now, check this guy out. If you see these, if you've ever got a Raiden, you'll see these chips on Raiden. This is done by the company called Seibu, okay? Seibu is this is Raiden, okay? This is Raiden 1. Have a look. The same numbers, same type of chips, okay? See that UEC52? All right, here's that UC52. Have a good look here if you can sort of zoom this in. I got this from Fabrizio from out of Italy because what happened, it was broken off. So lucky for him, he remade these chips, you know. So this is what the original one looks like, okay? It's all in epoxy resin, okay? So he actually sat down, scratched it out or whatever he's done, you know. You put a lot of effort into these. These guys, they need to make some money out of this because they put a lot of R&D to get your games up and running, you know. So, and like I said to all my other videos, what happens if your board's dead? It's worth nothing, you know. So back to these guys, you know, at least they put the time and effort into these, you know, basically. But don't forget, there's a bit of work engineering in this, mate. Yeah, man, but, you know, but hey, this Raiden, I've also got problems, but I'm just showing you that these modules, okay, do go on with other companies. So you can sort of see it. They all sort of interlock their security, basically. It's the security of their games, of these. So there, this here is a Blood Brothers original. So you can see somebody's done a bit of rework on this. But again, what happens, they flat pack, they bend because of the way they're transported in transport and that. But back to the original, this bootleg, have a good look. It also comes with foams when you buy them. They put the stickers on the EPROMs over here, but over here, they didn't bother. So, because they put the foam there, it's covered, no light's going to get into it, basically. But have a look. It's not even close to the original. You know what I mean? And I'll give them credit, the guys who, out of Taiwan, who cracked these games, you know what I mean? So you've got to sort of see that the Blood Brothers made money, so they actually broke all these little custom chips, that's the sound section, these custom chips to make all this other stuff over here. So yeah, mate, I've got to give them credit. I really do give them credit, okay? So, well, let's finish talking to these guys. What I've got is I've got a Cabell, okay? And bear with me. Trust me, today's hot, man. I'm sweating. Okay, bear with me. Here's a Cabell. Okay, let's move this guy. This made serious coin. This is a great game. Okay, really great game. It's a little two guys that roll left and right and on there, basically, you know. And I did a bit of research on this. Originally, this came out with trackballs. And I goes, mate, I've never seen an original, trust me. I've just seen bootlegs. And cash was, they had trackballs. But this one was operating a joystick to do the characters to go left and right. And when he wins, he just runs up the screen a bit. Have a look, YouTube it, whatever. And that, I'll make a YouTube of Blood Brothers. I'll put it on there for other people, you know. But again, how easy is this to repair? You know what I mean? This had a few problems here and there. It was basic. I could get the bits, fix it all up like I keep saying to you. But there is no custom chips. Because back to this guy here, this Raiden, I'm not familiar with the Raiden, you know, with the problems it got, you know. I haven't spent much time on it. There is a bootleg of a Raiden. I'll try finding one Raiden out there through my people. I'll find it and I'll show you the two differences. Because Raiden made a shitload of cash. And if you have a look at the Raiden series, mate, they're great shooters, you know. They're all-time shooters, you know. So, yeah, this is the Cabell version, okay, which I've tagged, okay. And but as I said, never seen an original. And when I say I have never seen an original, never seen an original. You know, here's another weird game that my mate came across. Okay, never heard of this game. This is an Italian company, you know, Fabrizio's place, you know, from out of Italy, you know, the Calabreses, you know. It made in Italy by Playmark. What it is, it's a tennis game, you know, because remember. Back in the day, virtual tennis was booming. So everybody was trying to come up with different games to make it, you know. But you have a look at it, goes, yeah, man, it looks like a bootleg. No, it's not, because it's been screen printed. You could tell it's an original, okay, because the way it's designed, it's a typical board, the way that it's laid out, okay. It's even got the stickers, okay. But as I said, I'll find a bit more information on this. If someone tells me, I'll get Fabrizio, if he knows much, to send me a message, okay. I'll send him the link of this video. But as I said, never seen this game. Go, mate. So my mate, I actually do have mates. So go, why don't you show this video to people? Because these are the games. Yeah, man, what are you trying to do? Show us what stock you've got, you know? No, man. I'm trying to show people stuff it's hard to come by. Don't forget, man, these are nearly 30 years old, this stuff. You know, it's not like last week. They're not remaking this stuff again. It's like a factory down the road. Yeah, man, we're going to make these again. No one's making this up. It's not like pinball parts where they're remaking it, basically. So, yeah, I'll show you this one. And here's another oddball game, an oddball company here. This here is Super Volleyball. And I go, yeah, man, what's Super Volleyball? Who cares? No. This here is the story behind this, okay, with this company. This is a company called Video Systems. Video Systems, if people will remember, they did Aero Fighters, okay? Aero Fighters, to me, was one of the successful shooters from this company. And this company, it was another small company, again, like I said to you, like TAD, T-A-D, you know, made games, basically, and they had a few small hits. Then don't forget, they also did they've done a Neo Geo oh, my brain is stopped again, you know, of Aero Fighters, you know, and Aero Fighters was a great shooter for people into shooters, you know, but again, Video System. So this is an original one of Super Volleyball, but I've never seen bootleg versions of Video System boards, okay? So I'm just showing you a variety of game boards, and you can sort of see the quality of the games, the Japanese qualities of games. But, oh shit, I've got one more, I forgot. Have a look at this. Have a geezer of this. Remember, hang on. Oh, have a geezer of this. He goes, what the hell's this? This here, it is a data erase. This is a data erase. Remember, I had one a couple of episodes I was talking about data erase games and all that with the RoboCop and the Dragon Ninja. And I said they had a platform, a system board, and the Birdie Try. I've come across this from that friend of mine where he was digging it all up. It's a heavy barrel, okay? And I got a heavy barrel. Oh, I said, shit, man, excellent. This is a great game. So what he did, he gave it to me. He had a minor fault, was basic, you know. So what I did, he gave me a 6-pack for the repair. So here's my 6-pack for the repair. This goes for a long distance, okay? A 6-pack, you know. And so I fixed that up, and I said, all right, I'll make a video of this too, of the heavy barrel. And remember, I told you the heavy barrel came out with the rotary joysticks from SNK. Oh, here it is here. I've got it prepared a bit earlier. Here's the SNK joystick. See, they go into there. There's a ribbon cable goes into there. And then you got your character, which can go 360 degrees when you're playing him. You know, you can see this one's had a hard life. But this heavy barrel was the same as Midnight Resisted. So they had two great games on there. So you can see that it's a system board. So Dataroos didn't reinvent the wheel. So they put a couple of platforms on there, like I said to you, with a Robocop and a Birdie Try, the Dragon Ninja, and this heavy barrel and that. So yeah, but the best one I've got for you guys, mate, forget about this. This one here, he's going to have, so many people are going to get bulges in their pants once they're going to see this. This is so rare, I have not seen it, and this is a barn find. Check this thing out, man. Check that out. Put it into view. I'll take a bit of time for you guys. Hey man, don't move it too quick, you know. Have a geezer at this. This here, and you're just going, what the fuck is it? Trust me, man. I didn't know what this shit was. This is an Atari Blasteroids. Okay? Alright, I'll move the barn find. This is Blasteroids, okay? This is the continuations of the original Asteroids, okay, but it's in colour. Okay? And he got it to operate it, but he never got around to back in the day to operate. So he's making his adapter. You can sort of see he's trying to power it all up. And that, but the thing is, mate, he's going to go have Uncle Dougie's when you see this. Have a look at this. Have a look at this. You don't see these. These are not 3D printed. These are the real McCoys. Okay? The real McCoy. Okay? Look at that. They got the little Atari spinners. Okay? Look at that. Have a geezer. I'll move my hands out of the vision so you can pause. I can pause it there so you can have an Uncle Doug. All right, check this out. You know, have a look at that. Look at the workmanship that Atari put into this. Okay, yeah, have a check of that out. You know, you don't see this every day. You know, and I'm still trying to work out how did they mount it on the panels. I still haven't worked that out. To tell you the truth, did they stick the panel like this and they were sitting up like that? Or was it underneath the panel? I've got no clue, you know. I've never seen this, you know. But I reckon when it got released back in the day, I reckon it was big dollars, okay? So, yeah, he bought it because he got it cheap and never put it out on site. He just sat there like this. Basically, he goes, oh, man, you got to find a real good one for your video. So, yep, I reckon this is, it's the bees of Atari stuff that you don't bloody see. Doesn't matter if that Return of the Jedi that I've still got in the garage here, I haven't done anything, which is only 800 ever made. This one here, I haven't done any research, haven't got made or whatever, but you don't see. But one thing it is, I don't know what happened. Remember the old saying we had to use a tape measure to measure their boards? Or geezer at this, mate, they decide to make it smaller, you know? Yeah, made it smaller, you know, considering what they used to go through. But have a look what the Atari has done. Stereo, like I said, they got great sounds and that. I will make a video on this. I'll power up on my test fixture here. I'll make a video. I'll put the controllers on and I'll make it so you see what it sounds or plays like. I don't know if there's anyone's done it out there or not, but I'll do it. But you've got to run an out transformer to do the amplifier section. You know, basically, they had the sounds of this game, but pretty basic. As I said to you, he's trying to make a little connector on it. Oh, back in the day, if you have a sticky nose, that's a scramble system, you know, because everybody tried to make a standard system before the jammer system came up. So, yeah, so he goes, mate, show this in your video. So, yep, up to him, courtesy of his board. As I said, you're not going to see these every day. As I said, I don't know what else to say about this, you know, and it's, all I know is I'm sweating badly, you know, and as I said, hope you enjoyed this video on this doozy of a board that I found, a bit about Tad, about a bit Seibu, and all those same. Those little companies that made great little games, they were competing with the big boys, but as I said, they were just battlers out there with trying to make a good game for themselves. So yeah, on this note, hope you enjoyed this one. You know, pinballs, video games, you know, is a passion. Keep the love, guys. Cheers.